Hi guys, welcome to my channel Curiosity Burned My Kitchen. So today I'm going to be showing you how to make cabbage dumplings. Yeah, you must have heard that for the first time. The dumpling wrapper is going to be made of cabbage leaves. Yes. So this is a recipe that I had been making a lot and I was eating a lot while I went to my weight loss phase in 2017. So I thought I should just show it to you guys. So let's get started. So for this recipe you're going to require one cabbage. We are going to take off the leaves. I'll show you how. I have one onion roughly chopped, one carrot chopped. I have a bunch of mushrooms since I like mushrooms, so I've overdone with the mushrooms. So with the choice of vegetable, you can go wild. You can choose whatever you like. I have some corn. This is boiled, and I have some paneer, which is grated. Also, I have some garlic, salt, and chili powder. So let's get started. So first we are going to start by removing our cabbage leaves. So you want to ensure you remove your entire leaf. As you can see, I'm removing the entire leaf. Make sure you do not break it like I just did with this one, or it's not going to be used as a wrapper. So now what you want to do is you want to get your cabbage leaves a little tender. So for that we are going to put our cabbage leaves into boiling water. So now all my leaves are into the water and I'm going to let them sit for about 5 to 6 minutes. So now while our cabbage is getting tender, we are going to move on to our stuffing. So for our stuffing I have a pan here which is on medium flame. I'm going to add a bit of oil to it. Now to the oil I'm going to add garlic, my onions, just let them cook for about 40 seconds. Now that my onion is a little translucent, I'm going to add in my carrots. Also with your vegetables, please ensure don't cut them very fine, or you're not going to get the taste of each vegetable. You don't have to cook them completely through. Now I'm going to add my corn and my mushroom. I'm going to add in a bit of salt, a little bit of red chili, just to give it a pinch of spice. And I'm going to add in my paneer. And I'm just going to add a little bit of soy sauce, just to give it a little taste. After adding my soy and giving it a little mix, I'm just going to take it off the heat. So our stuffing is ready and our cabbage leaves are almost tender. So we're going to move on to our next step. So now that our spinach is done and it is nice and tender, I'm going to remove it from the hot water. And I've prepared an ice bath here, which is again cold water with ice. And I'm just going to transfer it into the ice bath. We are doing this so that our cabbage doesn't overcook and it is not very tender, where it doesn't hold its shape when we form them into dumplings. So now I'm going to leave that aside for about 1 to 2 minutes. So while our cabbage sits in the ice bath, we are going to start moving to our sauce. And for our sauce here I have about 50 grams of Kashmiri red chili. You can use any red chili you want according to your spice levels. So I've just removed their stems and I'm not de-seeding them because I don't really find them spicy. If you can't handle the spice, you should de-seed them. I have soy sauce, which is about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I have 1 tablespoon of ketchup. I have 1 onion. And I have half a cup of finely chopped garlic. So we are going to start with soaking our Kashmiri dried chili in water. I'm just going to add them in water. And my water is warm and more like hot here. So you just ensure water is hot. We will have to leave them in this water for about 30 minutes so that they are nice and tender and we can form a nice paste out of it to create our amazing sauce. So now that our cabbage is out of our ice bath, you can see they've turned nice and tender and they also have turned kind of translucent. So now our next step would be cutting off our cabbage around down the center stem, because this center stem holds a lot of water. So if you create a dumpling right after the whole leaf, when you eat this part, you're going to get a lot of water and it's going to be messy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it on the chopping board and trace down the center stem and go all the way to top of the leaf and cut it off from both sides. So after my wrappers have been cut out, I'm going to start filling them. Don't add too much or it will be difficult to seal them. Don't really worry about your shape because your cabbage leaves are not going to be uniform. Every dumpling is going to have its unique shape and that's the fun of eating this. See how we're getting different shapes from each leaf? That's the fun. So here, our wrapped dumplings are ready. don't they look amazing? So now after my chilies have been soaked for about 30 to 45 minutes in hot water, I've added the chilies into a blender and I've added about 2 tablespoons of the water that they were soaking in, and I'm adding in my onion. And I'm going to add a little oil just so that they blend in together. You can add in a little more water and oil. You don't want to make it into a very fine paste, you want to leave it in a little coarse. So guys, the paste is ready. You see how it is, it's not fine, it's a little coarse. Now we'll move to the next step. So now I'm going to take a pan, I'm going to add oil to it. And I'm going to add my half cup garlic that I've finely chopped. You want to let the garlic cook a little bit. Once they start turning a little brown, I'm going to add in my paste that we've just made from the chilies. Mix in your garlic well with your paste. Please ensure all your windows and doors are open. I'm going to add in my soy sauce now. I'm going to add my ketchup. I would have usually put tomato puree, but itne ke liye kaun mehnat karega. And a pinch of salt. Ensure you're stirring your sauce all the time. Now to make it a little thin and a sauce consistency, I'm just going to add water. Little at a time so that you know at what consistency you want to stop. Also, if you have a blocked nose, I totally recommend you should cook this. Sare naak khul jayenge. So I'm going to stop at this because this is the consistency I want my sauce to be at. You can go even more thinner if you want a more sauce-like consistency, but I want to leave it at this. So I'm going to take it off the gas and I'm going to put it into a bowl. So now that everything is prepared, the only thing remaining is steaming our dumplings. So I've got a steamer ready here. The water is already boiling and I already have some steam. So all I'm going to do is carefully place my dumplings onto my steamer. So now some of my dumplings are in the steamer. I do not have more space, so I'm just going to steam these later. And I'm just going to cover them up. And all you do is wait for about 5 to 6 minutes. They're going to be done. So now cabbage dumplings have been in the steamer for about 5 to 6 minutes. And let's check whether they're done. Be careful with the lid, it's going to be really hot. They look done, they seem to be done. You can see they've turned transparent more than they were before. And they seem cooked through. So I'm just going to take them off into a plate. Be very careful because you don't want to break them. So here, your steamed dumplings are ready. So I'm going to show you one more step. You can do that if you like, or you can just eat them right away from here. So if you don't want to eat them just plain steamed, what you can do is you can get a pan, put some oil in it and get it on a medium flame. Don't get too hot. Just to make sure this step is a little tricky because while you're getting it out of the pan, there are chances your dumpling is going to break. So I'm just going to put my dumpling into the pan. Put another. See, this is why it's a little tricky because when the water of the cabbage comes in contact with the oil, it's going to cause a little sizzle. You don't want to leave it for too long, just a little 10 to 15 seconds and I'm going to take it off. You see the color on the pan fried ones? They got such a good color in just 15 to 20 seconds. So you can do either method. It's not going to matter. Both of them taste really good. I prefer the pan fried method because I like a bit of crunch. So now let's get into the taste test. We will know how each one of them tastes, the fried and the steam, and we will also know how our sauce tastes. So today for the taste test I have my friend who is also a professional pastry chef and she has got me this amazing gift. It looks so good, and if you guys want such amazing desserts and more such things, she has just started selling them. You can contact her on Instagram at Gourmet Palette. I'm just going to put the link somewhere. पता नहीं यार, देख लेना किधर तो आ जाएगा. So let's get the taste test started. That was the pan fried one that she's just taken in. So let's get the
I think it's really nice. I can taste all the elements perfectly. The size of the carrot, corn and the mushrooms is perfect. Otherwise what happens in dim sums is you really can't get the texture and feel of every vegetable if they're minced really finely. But I really like this and I love the char on it. It's perfect. It's a great healthy alternative for all those health freaks out there. Let's try the steamed one.
See, this is the benefits of calling a professional chef. I get tips.
It's also yummy, very very yummy in fact. I think I prefer this one. I think it's just more moist and that's why I like it. It's really nice and it's perfect. It's nice and thin so you can get all the flavors. And the sauce is really good. You must tell me how to make this.
It's on the video.
Oh, definitely. I'm definitely gonna make this sauce for sure.
So hope you guys liked the video. Please let me know if you try the recipe and do tag me on Instagram at CuriosityBurnedMyKitchen. And if you guys have any suggestions, please put them down in the comments below. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel.